सो गाइस, आज हम लोग कोशिश करेंगे जानने के लिए कि क्यों यहूदी और मुस्लिम आपस में इतने लड़ते हैं। आखिर इसके वजह क्या है और ओरिजिन क्या है। तो आइए वीडियो की तरफ चलते हैं।
Abdullah was born in 570 in the Arabian town of Mecca. He had a difficult childhood. His father died before he was born, and he lost his mother when he was only 6, so he was ultimately raised by an uncle, a merchant who taught Muhammad many tricks of the trade. Muhammad learned quickly, and by the time he was a teenager, he had earned the nickname El Amin, the one you can trust. As he grew older, Muhammad became aware of the moral deficiency of his fellow Meccans. They worshipped idols, neglected women and the poor, and were materialistic. He was increasingly disturbed by this reality and began to spend more and more time alone, meditating and fasting. According to Muslim tradition, it was during this period that Muhammad received a life-changing revelation in the form of the angel Gabriel. Gabriel commanded Muhammad to spread the belief in one God, or Allah in Arabic, and recite divine verses that would eventually be included in the Quran, Islam's central religious text. 3 years later, Muhammad set out to share his vision. But while the minority Jews and Christians believed in a singular God, most of the surrounding Arabs were polytheists and did not. This didn't deter Muhammad, however. In the beginning, he managed to convert around 40 people in spite of opposition from the merchants of Mecca, whose trade depended on the city's pagan rites and religious sites. In 622, an assassination threat forced Muhammad and his small band of followers, known as the Companions or Believers, to flee to Medina, a city almost 300 miles away. The people of Medina responded more favorably to Muhammad's message, perhaps because of their contact with the many monotheistic Jewish tribes who had lived in the region for generations. Muhammad believed in the same attributes of God that the Jews did, and even adopted many Jewish customs. He and his followers prayed toward Jerusalem, fasted on the Jewish Day of Atonement, and adhered to dietary laws that shared striking resemblance to Judaism's dietary laws, kashrut. He also adopted the Jewish ritual of circumcision. Muhammad assumed that because of these similarities, the Jews would look favorably upon Islam and be willing converts. But he was wrong. The Jews put up a strong resistance to Muhammad's claims of prophecy. For starters, Muhammad claimed to be a prophet centuries after the end of the Jewish era of prophecy.
तो मतलब इस वीडियो में ये कहने की कोशिश कर रहा है कि प्रॉफिट मोहम्मद जो कि मक्का से मदीना गए और वहाँ पे ज्यूज थे, तो ज्यूज ने उन्हें वेलकम करा, लेकिन मोहम्मद ने उनको प्रॉफिट मोहम्मद ने उनको कन्वर्ट करने की कोशिश करा। ये थोड़ा सा भाई कंट्रोवर्शियल हो सकता है, ये थोड़ा सा। इस सेगमेंट में, इस वीडियो में ये कह रहा है कि प्रॉफिट मोहम्मद को मक्का से जब वो मदीना गए तो वहाँ पे ज्यूज थे और उन्होंने प्रॉफिट मोहम्मद को वेलकम करा, लेकिन ऑन द कॉन्ट्ररी प्रॉफिट मोहम्मद ने उनको कन्वर्ट करने की कोशिश करा। भाई साहब, ये थोड़ा सा कंट्रोवर्शियल हो सकता है, थोड़ा कंट्रोवर्शियल नहीं, बहुत ही कंट्रोवर्शियल हो सकता है ये।
Malachi, the last Jewish prophet, had died some 1,000 years earlier, and according to Jewish tradition, the seal of prophecy was only to be reopened when the Jews were able to return to their spiritual center of Jerusalem at the end of days. It was also unacceptable to the Jews that Muhammad viewed Jesus as a prophet. In addition to conflicting religious beliefs, the Jews were concerned that, like Jesus, Muhammad would be deified, and they would once again experience terrible persecution. As time went on, relations devolved further. Muhammad and his believers levied accusations of treachery against the Jews, and they fought and massacred many. When they laid siege on the forts of the Jewish tribe of Banu Qurayza, all of the men were beheaded, and the women and children enslaved. Who survived? The few who agreed to convert. Muhammad reportedly said, "Had only 10 Jews or 10 rabbis followed me, every single Jew on earth would have followed me." In 628, Muhammad's now 700 followers attacked Khaybar, the largest Jewish community of the Arabian Peninsula, and burned down their date palm groves, destroying their main source of livelihood. The Jews were then forced to surrender and give up 50% of their harvest as a form of taxation. This tax, known known as the jizya tax, was a means of humiliation and discrimination that would endure for centuries in Islamic law. After his death, Muhammad's followers continued to conquer the Middle East, both militarily and ideologically. Within 10 years, they conquered the land of Israel, then known as Palestine, Syria, Egypt, Mesopotamia, and Persia. They advanced across North Africa and in
भाई यहाँ पे बोला कि पैलेस्टाइन तो पहले से ही था, ठीक है, लेकिन अकॉर्डिंग टू मेनी हिस्टोरियंस पैलेस्टाइन डिड नॉट इवन एग्जिस्ट. सो कहीं ना कहीं इस वीडियो में पूरा क्लैरिटी तो नहीं मिल रहा है, लेकिन मैं थोड़ा सा कोई और वीडियो देखने की कोशिश करूँगा, क्योंकि यहाँ पे बोल रहा है कि पैलेस्टाइन पहले से था. बट अकॉर्डिंग टू मेनी हिस्टोरियंस, राइट, अकॉर्डिंग टू मेनी जो कि मिडिल ईस्ट को पढ़ते हैं, मिडिल ईस्ट के बारे में जानते हैं, उनके हिसाब से पैलेस्टाइन नहीं था. बट इन दिस वीडियो दे आर सेइंग दैट पैलेस्टाइन वॉज देयर. सो यहाँ पे थोड़ा कॉन्ट्ररी हो रहा है, ठीक है.
711 conquered Spain. By the middle of the 8th century, 90% of the world's Jews were living under Muslim rule. In Islam, the Jews had a new adversary, but no generalizations can be made about Jewish life under Islamic rule. It was as varied as the rulers that reigned. Although Jews were allowed to practice their religion, they were always treated legally as second-class citizens, officially designated dhimmi status, and subject to strict rules. If the Jews kept their heads down and paid the heavy annual tax, they could generally live without fear of forced conversion, massacre, or expulsion. And while the system occasionally broke down, this relative freedom enabled a flourishing.
ये एक चीज समझ में नहीं आ रहा है, ठीक है. आप क्यों किसी पे हमला कर रहे हो फिर, ठीक है. आप मतलब क्यों किसी को कन्वर्ट ही करने की कोशिश कर रहे हो. मतलब एक तो मैं अपने जगह पे रह रहा हूँ, आप आ रहे हो, मुझे आप कन्वर्ट करने की कोशिश कर रहे हो, आप मुझे मार रहे हो, मेरे फैमिलीज को मार रहे हो. क्यों कर रहे हो ऐसा? अकॉर्डिंग टू दिस वीडियो आई एम सेइंग ऐसा फिर क्यों हो रहा है. मैं इसके ऑपोजिट का वीडियो भी देखने की कोशिश करूंगा, लेकिन अभी तक इस वीडियो में तो भाई यही पता चला कि Jews were living happily. The Islamic invaders came and they tried to convert them. Many of the Jews were converted, beheaded, killed. But why? Why to convert them? That's the main issue, and that is the main question जो कि इस वीडियो में आंसर नहीं किया गया है अभी तक. समझना पड़ेगा भाई.